Well, this is a little bit of a weird one. One of my very first videos was about a ridiculous 10-string versus the already ridiculous 9-string. Although I don't have that 10-string anymore, I can still recycle some old footage and try out new ideas I had of course thought of as soon as I pass it along to the talented Andrew Baina. People always say, why not just plug a bass into a guitar amp if you're going to go ahead and tune so low? A couple of people, including Andrew Baina himself, have already tried this on a 9-string. But the 10-string technically goes even lower than a 5-string standard bass tuning. And a piano. Certainly too low for distortion, which was the debated question on the last video too, really. So why not see if we can get either of these guys to sound good this time around? This is Kevin from Said Too Much. There you go, guys. I've done a lot with C#0 and octave under the 9-string on various basses since the beginning of this channel as well. And now we've finally come to a sort of conclusion maybe here in this video too. There's always been that lingering Callium video going an extra fourth lower, an octave below the 10-string, to G#-1. And I finally caved to all the obvious suggestions, despite the C# already being debated as too low in some of my other videos. Now back to the actual tone test. Was one better? Are they both just too low? I actually think the difference in tone was something comparable to my scale length experiments. I modded a bass with a 34-inch scale length to a 6-string baritone tuning, and bought a travel size guitar with a 23-inch scale length tuned the same. Comparing the two, it seemed the shorter scale had more mid-range, where the longer scale sounded more thinner, but bassy. Which makes sense. You would want the bass to focus on the low frequencies and scoop the mids for other instruments to fit in the mix. I've got at least one more test in mind, recycling 10-string footage and using even more of the ridiculous Callium bass with a .266 string. So be sure to subscribe, but for now, enough said. For downloads, raw instrument tracks, and more exclusives, find our community on Patreon and consider adding your support.
Said too much.